Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming. Maraming salamat po. I guess for us, as part of the Fox Networks group, kami po ay excited at napapasalamat for all the support that you have. This is really our first ever feature film in the Philippines. Fox is actually a company that is owned by a Hollywood studio. In fact, just last week, merged na kami with Disney. So this will be the first ever Philippine production for a movie for Fox. And hopefully, with all of your support, it will be a success and it's positive and we can do a lot more moving forward. So thank you.
Kaya pala pwede na expert sa ano.
Kaya pwede na.
Okay, thank you, Mr. June.
Fantastic for
Now, to talk more about Maledicto, I would like to call on Mr. James Meneses, Signal TV Senior Manager, Content Marketing. A round of applause, please. Alright, maybe later, Mr. James would talk about more about Maledicto. Alright, so thank you again, Sir Jude. So ito guys, hindi na namin papatagalin pa. Gusto niyo na ba mapanood ang trailer ng Maledicto? Yes! Alright, so I guess you're all excited. So let us focus on the screen and watch the trailer of Maledicto.
Rather, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you've had your fill of the food. I'll keep it short, as I'm sure Jude has covered everything, and I'm sure you all want to eagerly talk to our cast. I just want to say, first of all, on behalf of our president, Ms. Jane Basas, who cannot be here today, we want to thank all of you who are present with us and who keep helping support our film. I actually can personally attest to all of the hard work and all of the passion that went into this film. Having worked with Jude prior, and from a signal capacity naman, it really made sense to work with the same group of passionate people who really want every aspect of this film to be perfect. So again, I'll keep it short. Thank you all for coming today, and please support our film. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so now we are opening our floor for question and answer. So if you have any questions para mas mapaliwanag pa yung movie, the Maledicto movie, okay? So andito ang ating mga bida. Sino pong gustong magtanong? Our friends from the press?
Dun sa taga-Fox, what's your name again? I'm sorry, we didn't get it.
Jude Turquato.
How do you spell Turquato?
Judeturcuato.
Hindi Tor.
Hindi po.
So, what prompted Fox to go into film production, local film production?
Well, in general, yung mga Hollywood studios naman, ang isa sa mga mandate is to localize and to go deep into each and every single market. Yung Fox po, nagpo-produce naman po kami before pa, but mostly documentaries through our National Geographic channel and some sports programs through Fox Sports, and then some reality shows with Fox Life. So, ang susunod po niyan is we thought that it would be the next step is to go into theatrical releases for scripted, scripted content, and this is the first ever for us. So outside of sports, outside of reality, and outside of documentaries, we're now looking if we can do something that's scripted, which is this film.
So, how did you get this material? Why horror movie for first project?
So yung material po, I think this is almost 4 years in the making. So 4 years ago, yung mga taga-Asia po pinadala sa Hollywood. And we actually spent time in the Fox lot looking at the different shoots, talking to the different producers, directors, actors, for the different shows of Fox to see if we can do scripted. So after that, ang ano namin is ang tataas ng budget sa Hollywood, so it was really difficult. But we spent about a year and a half reading and looking at different scripts and pitches for stories. So halos sa lahat po ng mga nabasa namin at mga na-pitch, ito po yung pinaka nagustuhan namin. So because of that, we decided to go ahead and go forth with the project. So hindi po yung horror, it wasn't as if we wanted to do horror. It's just that ito po yung pinaka magandang script na nakita namin. So we went through with the script.
So how did you get Mark May to do that? Direct?
Si Direct Mark po, actually the story there is si Direct Mark about 2 years ago took his masters in Singapore. And nung bumalik siya, part of his requirement sa masters niya is to present what he learned to a TV network. So pinili niya yung Fox. So nag-present siya ng how to market and push a TV and movie content. So maganda naman yung natutunan niya sa Singapore. Pinesend niya dun sa team namin sa Fox. And then after that, it just so happened na we were thinking and looking into producing a film. And maganda naman yung prior history of direction ni Direct Mark. So, and now that marami na siyang input from how to push and market the film, and that's what we're trying to do now, we thought it was a good fit na siya na lang yung mag-take over to direct the movie.
Okay, good luck sa inyong first venture.
Salamat po.
Hey Tom, how did you make yourself credible as a priest? Considering hindi ka naman mukhang pari, did you prepare or what?
Well, as far as I could, pero yun nga, it's hindi siya yung typical na pare na pag-iisipin mo na stereotypical goody two-shoes na priest. Kaya medyo may bali din. So even from the get-go, iba si Father Javi kasi psychiatrist siya dati. Father Javi, Lavisayas, he's a psychiatrist by trade talaga na medyo skeptic. He doesn't believe in the supernatural. Minsan kahit merong may ebidensya na, at tuloy nga yung point niya ng pagiging exorcist was just to try to immerse himself in a world na hindi niya maintindihan dahil sa nangyari kay Mara, sa sister niya, na inahalagaan niya. And yet may nangyari na hindi niya ma-explain.
Who's your sister?
Ina plays my sister, si Mara Lamizales.
Pwede.
So yeah, I try to read up on rituals, especially the Latin, the difference between liturgical, ecclesiastical, classical Latin, and what would be used typically in exorcism rites. So you
have to be well versed with.
Yeah, like even the differences in Winnie-Wiki, like the U and the V sounds in classical it's Kaisar, Caesar, and Caesar are different. So, mga ganun nuances din that I try to incorporate into the character.
Hindi lang kanina pa. Ano daw ba ibig sabihin ng Maledicto?
Bad words.
Ha?
It's bad words.
Bad words.
The whole movie circles around. So bad intentions and bad words.
I see. Let's have the rest of the cast explain ko ano yung role nila dun sa movie. Ba't mo sinampal Jasmine Sito? Sorry siya, no?
Kasi I play Sister Barbie.
Pariwaras daw.
Sister Barbara, pero nagkaroon siya ng nickname na Sister Barbie because of Tom's character, si Father Javi. So there's a tension between the both of them kasi they have different beliefs in what's currently happening dun sa story. And medyo nahihirapan si Sister Barbie to understand yung perspective ni Father Javi. So there's conflict in that sense, but may parts din kasi na parang dahil nga sa kakaiba yung pagka-portray ng pare ni Tom dito, iba yung middle character, may part din na mababastos din yung si Sister Barbie because she tries to be the regular nun who's, very conservative and how she moves and how she speaks. So, dun yung conflict nila as characters. I also play as a nun, the teacher of Miles's role. Ano yung Agnes, tagal na, 1 year na. Ang galing kasi, we really took her time to make sure that everything was well developed and produced for you guys before today. So it's been quite a long journey since we shot this, and we've done such an excellent job. The team has done such an excellent job with everything. So apologies if may mga blurs lang din sa memory ko. But yeah, I played her teacher at the same time, and I'm trying to protect her. And with that, Miles.
No, I would just like to say that congratulations for your very well reviewed, very positive feedback for Sahaya.
Thank you.
Lahat ng binasa ko talagang glowing. You really disappeared in the role daw.
Salamat po. That's the goal whenever I play a role. So I'm glad.
And aside from this, I learned that you're doing another horror movie, di ba?
I think so.
Oh, so...
Oh, yata.
Oh.
Oh, yes po. Yun na. I'll confirm later. I'll confirm later.
Narinig ka sa horror?
Matagal po kasi ako nag-break for mom, so medyo, I'm trying to groove back pa into work mode ulit. But I think
With
so.
Liza, I know.
Huh? No, yes, we shot that na. Yes, we finished filming.
Meron
that.
po isa pa.
Yes, horror din, parang psychological horror. Ganyan, bakit ako
Tas may
sa
padami
stairs? Yes po, tama. It's called Midnight.
Tatlong horror pala ginagawa mo.
Ano pang horror yung Thank you po.
So let's go to Miles.
Miles.
Hello po, ako po dito si Agnes. Yung role ko yung si Agnes ako. And very sweet girl. Sabi nga nila, perfect daw si Agnes eh. Very bubbly, very sweet siya. And nag-aaral nga siya sa isang Catholic school hanggang sa may nangyari sa kanya and may iba yung personality niya. Maapektan yung mga tao sa paligid niya. Doon darating si Father Javi sa buhay ko. Diba? Yan po si Agnes.
Siya pala yung magpo-protect sa'yo.
Yes, actually yun. Ikaw, siya po yun.
Ako yung
Just
salarin.
lang. Ikaw.
Hindi na.
Yes, ang role ko dito is si Mara. Siya yung sister ni Father Javi. And may mangyayari kasing experience which will ultimately lead to her death. And yun siguro yung experience niya will shape the way Father Javi sees things. And I think lahat ng mga na-experience ni Father Javi after that will always lead back to what happened to Nara.
So you died mysteriously.
Mysteriously, yes. Malalaman niyo kung ano man ang nangyari sa
In the
kanya.
course of the movie. How was it working with Direct Mark?
Sobrang cool talaga ni Direct Mark. And it
I think
was,
that's the word.
that's sobrang cool. I watched the video where lahat ng sinabi ko cool kasi cool talaga. And cool talaga, well, he's cool. Tsaka hindi siya, even though the movie is really scary and mahirap talaga yung ginawa namin, hindi naging heavy yung set.
Yeah.
Sobrang light lang. Surprisingly, kasi I was expecting it to be a heavy set kasi ang hirap talaga ng ginawa namin dito. And it's such a heavy and it's a creepy story. So, nagulat ako na sobrang light lang and everybody was having fun. So, ayun.
So let's start again with Tom. How was it working with Mark? Yun na pala, Mark also directed horror movie with Diva before, Elemento, and the twist in that movie is similar to the twist in Us, if you saw Us.
Hindi ko pa nga eh. We're about to. Naghahanap lang ako ng oras. Siguro nasa itinerary ko yung since I love Get Out and Jordan Peele. Pero Direct Mark, I think cool talaga is a word that can't be replaced. Kasi ano na siya, every time you see him, may ganito ba yung post ng lagi yung Direct? Tapos mag-storyboard siya, but he's very particular with the shots, he experiments. I always try to peek sa ginagawa niya. Lagi ipa-block out niya kung ano yung gusto niyang particular shot. Tapos pag-uusapan nila ni Direk Boy Iguez, who's our director of photography, si Direk Doreen, and then si Direk Boy na yung bahala, ilawan, and lagyan nila ng magandang texture na hindi mo iisipin doon na yung mga present nila ng mga color palettes sa ano pa lang sa story conference and how you see them being implemented by Direct Mark and his team. Grabe Usually madaldal ako pero hindi ako speechless ako. I mean, na parang siya yung gusto ko tuloy maping na parang nakita ko yung sarili ko, oh man, I wanna do that one day. Like what he does, like I wanna be where he's at.
So the visuals are impressive.
I loved it. I really love what they put into it. His whole team para silang nakakasa ng baril ba? Would not be a bad. I don't want to put a negative connotation to it, but they're like a well-oiled machine. That it's such a privilege to be part of it. In fact, may kwento si Direk Mark sa akin, and siguro this goes with what you said din kanina, Ina, na we didn't feel, and even you, Jasmine, you said, we didn't feel like it was a heavy set, kahit napaka-heavy ng material na ginagawa namin, because it was light and fun. Because of Direk Mark and his team. Sinabi ni Direk Mark na hindi niya rin naramdaman yung horror, sabi niya yung nakakatakot until they were editing it, not just because we were having so much fun. Nung in-edit na nila with music, doon bigla na tumayo yung balibo niya, kinakabahan siya. At tuloy, excited ako ngayon. Mapanood na yung buong pelikula because the trailer doesn't reveal anything at all.
So let's go to Jasmine. How's your experience considering you're the horror queen?
Wow! Miss Chris?
Also, Puti, Chris was also...
Uy, wag baka Facebook kayo baka kumano dyan. I just like my work.
Which is also psychological horror.
Sorry. Yes, correct. Si Direk Mark po kasi naka-work ko na rin before in a TV series with Unitel as well as I think a different agency naman before in TV5. So this is our second time working together, and for me naman to be working on kind of similar din kasi we did a psychological thriller show with Direk Mark / drama love story. Kung ano, basta madami siyang themes. You know how it is. But it was such a well-made TV series that I knew coming on board with the storyline, with the type of producers that we have here, Bigatin, plus Direk Mark maybe. I knew it was no question na this would be a fantastic production, and they surpassed all expectations when we were filming. So yeah, I'm very grateful for this team and this project, and what's it called, to be part of a thriller or a horror film again. Ako naman, wala naman masyado sa akin yun. Kasi as long as the material speaks to me.
Maliit na bagay.
Maliit na bagay kung anong theme yun. Basta maganda yung pagkasulat, yung pagkagawa, and you've got great people to work with. There's no question about that.
How about my first time mo kay Direk Mark?
Yes, it's my first time po to work with Direk Mark. And yun nga sabi nila, talagang, syempre kapag horror yung ginagawa po ninyo, yung, alam mo, nasa isip mo na mabigat to, na natensyonado lahat ng tao sa paligid. Pero itong shoot namin, talagang, parang ang saya lang namin. Kapag nag-action lang si Direk, doon lang kami nag-ibang anyo. Pero pagka-cut, talagang lahat ng tao.
Lalo si Miles.
Oo.
Natakot na. Siya yung kami natatakot.
Talaga.
Do you have any other questions for Miles? Since Miles will leave early due to other commitments.
May gano'n?
Sorry po, pasensya na. May tanong po tayo kay Miles. Pwede na po
O
tayo
ano ba may
magtanong.
tanong siya, ang pinipitaganang nire-respeto, ginagaya ng hindi mapagdayan si Alan John.
One and only.
Tawan mo si Ina, ano ba yan?
Kasi kinakabahan na ako sa tulong mo sa akin.
Di ba may hapa?
Alam ko honest
Oh, Miles, so anong hirap ng role mo na sinunibang ka, di ba? So gaano kahirap yung may prosthetics, may kung anik-anik ginawa sa'yo?
Yes, alam niyo, ito po yung pinaka-challenging na role na nagawa ko sa ilang taon ko dito sa industriya. And yun nga, yung character ko kasi sanay po lahat ng tao na very sweet lang ako, or nasa rom-com, ay nasa comedy, nasa sitcom, and drama minsan. Pero ito talagang habang nagtatrabaho kami, grabe yung pagod emotionally, physically, talagang mentally, and spiritually. Kasi syempre matatakot ka din, di ba po? And I'm very happy na si Direk Mark ang director namin kasi talagang denied niya ako. Kasi syempre po, di ba, kapag ka na-purpose isang tao, pag nasasalipan, hindi mo naman siya the usual na nangyayari sa paligid mo, or wala ka talagang kakilala na nangyari yon. So, yung isip mo, isolated ka lang sa mga nakikita mo sa sa mga horror specials sa TV, yung mga sigaw-sigaw. So, nung sinabi na, okay, itong eksena, nasapian ka na. So, sisigaw ka lang. Sabi ni Mark, hindi. Doon ka muna sa level 6 muna. Para kapag nandun ka na sa mismong sasapian ka na, meron ka pang maibibigay. So, ayun, I'm very excited po sa project na to. And for me, ito po yung biggest break ko sa ngayon. So, excited po ako.
Wow, biggest break pala ito. Ngayon ka naman nag-horror, girl? Ngayon ka na nag-horror?
Hindi, madalas ako nag-horror din, pero madalas ako dun sa horror type na barkada kami. So, fun lang din. Pero ito yung horror talaga na masasabi kong horror.
Horror.
Super horror.
O tapos, saan ang punta mo? Ba't ka nagmamadali? May iniwasan ka bang tanong or what? Charot?
May date lang po ako. Hindi joke.
Wow!
Milky date.
Ano?
Iba na ngayon eh. Milky date na.
May jowa ka ba, girl?
Wala, girl.
Naku, makadimay ka, Char.
Naghanap na ako, girl. Meron pa dyan. Wala po talaga. Wala po.
O saan ang ano mo, punta mo?
Magkukoko lang siya.
Papasok po ako sa school.
School.
May-reporting po ako ngayon.
In fairness, ang bait.
Pero hindi na puro sila kapuso, ikaw lang yung kapamilya.
Oo nga po, sa pag-promo nga po namin, lahat sila nasa kabila.
Pinuli namin siya.
Pinuli
Pinuli namin, pinuli.
Hindi, joke lang. Ano
Ay,
masaya?
may kung ano ha?
Masaya po kasi syempre, ngayon nga, buti po ngayon yung mga pelikula natin o yung mga projects ngayon, nabibigyan na tayo ng chance to work ng ibang language, ganyan. So, maganda, nakakapag-explore tayo, hindi tayo nakakakon dun sa mga madalas na natin nakikita or nakakasama. Mas maganda rin yung nakakapag-explore tayo kasi, grabe, kung makausap mo sila lahat, ang dami mo tutunan. Di ba, Kuya Dong? Minsan kakausap mo si Kuya Dong talaga. Parang, yes. Ganun ka na lang talaga.
May seminar.
Focus, ano?
Lalo na galing siyang school minsan, naka-uniform pa eh. Ano kaya? Nag-iibakan niyo ako.
Extended, ano?
Hindi mo naisip, Mas, na lipat ka na lang para pare-pareho ka na yung kapuso.
Ganon? Una na sagot.
Naisip mo ba yun, Miles?
Kung saan po may trabaho, dun po tayo.
Wow. Okay, thank you. O sige, mag-aral ka na.
Sige, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. And alam niyo po, pag napapanood ko sa mga artista na sinasabi nila, nababadoyan ako. Pero sabihin ko po sa inyo, panoorin niyo po yung Maledicto, birthday gift niyo na po sa akin. Birthday ko po sa May 1.
Good luck with your studies. Ang sipag naman ni Miles. Diba? Alright, okay. Thank you. Alright, okay. May questions pa po ba? I believe. Next to ask question is Miss Janice Navida, editor of Bulga. Miss Janice.
Yes, sir.
Sige, bye-bye, ma'am. Ayan. My question is, in this modern age na ang puso na ay social media, ang issue na ay sex video scandal, what's your personal belief or opinion in exorcism? Or did you have an experience or kakilala na na-involved sa exorcism?
Wait, sorry, if I may clarify, the exorcism with relation to social media, paano po yung...
No, I mean, kasi syempre ngayon, di ba, modern age na tayo.
Aba?
Social media na ang uso ngayon.
Yes.
High-tech na.
Yes.
Do you believe na meron pa rin nagaganap na exorcism? Are you
Most like, I believe so. Like, especially siguro in more rural areas where it's more indigenous way of living or maybe tribal living. Perhaps it's still part of their tradition and culture. Siguro hindi lang tayo exposed to that because we live in cities and we have different things to attend to or may iba tayong, di ba, syempre with our work, kung paano ba naman nila. Oo, I'm sure meron pa rin yung mga yun. But ako, I'm not personally exposed to it naman or wala akong naririnig recently. But I think so. What do you think?
Tom probably knows more.
Okay.
Oo, diba? Baka na-research niya for Guys, prepare kayo kasi mga 30 minutes.
Wala na. Like,
Pero di ba
yeah.
naging US ka?
Yeah, that's it.
So sa US ba may mga ganyan-ganyan?
Exorcism. I think there are still in like Jasmine said, in very rural states. Meron pa rin mga ganun. Especially manood ka lang ng mga TV documentaries, ang dami pa rin yung lumalabas na mga cases. Even for example, the exorcism of Emily Rose was based off of a true story that you can even listen to the actual audio clip sa YouTube, and that was from the 70s pa lang. Up till now, it still goes on. Siguro not as what do you call this? Not as publicized as before. Pero pa may plug show that I watch Ghost Adventures, kahit doon may tinawag sa lang exorcist one time that gives them blessings and charms to ward off against the demons or evil entities that latch onto them whenever they do their investigation. I don't know if that's it.
Pero personally, may na-experience ka na or may kakilala ka?
Ako yung na-experience ko lang anything like that, hindi naman with an exorcist, was when I was in grade school. I went to Sacred Heart College, which is now St. Mary's, sa Catbalogan, Samar. May malaking acacia tree doon sa may canteen. And during the time of that Doña Paz incident, I was still very young. I remembered seeing that on the news, and I remember almost every week, laging may sinasabihan. I don't know if they were acting or not, but laging may estudyante na pinapalibutan. So syempre kami, ako mga grade 3, titing gano'n. As yung mga madre, papalibutan, and then they'll take her away. Maybe an exorcist saw her or a priest prayed over her, but it was a recurring thing. I couldn't understand it. Even now, parang bits and pieces lang siya, pero medyo nakaka-traumatize. It was a weekly thing.
If you're a kid, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's the only experience I've ever had.
So hindi ka na-curious, hindi mo pinag-aralan yung ganyan?
Diba, just for this
Later,
thing.
Now that he mentioned it,
he will research later.
Balikan kita.
Ako naman, I've heard stories. I have friends who have experienced that, and I just remembered now. My mom, nagkwento siya, pero hindi nangyari sa kanya directly. She studied kasi in a Catholic school also. I think one of her classmates had that. She told me they were playing Spirit of the Glass. Kaya nangyari siya. I'll ask her again later if tama yung narinig ko from her before. But yeah, I remember her making kwento about that. And I think, I believe there might be still exorcisms being done. But yun nga, I think the point of our movie also is to let people know na, hey, maybe these things are happening. Kasi in the States, they have a lot of exorcism movies. Dito, siguro konti lang. So, hopefully, our movie will help people know that this happens in real life.
While doing the movie, hindi ba kayo nagkaroon ng fear na baka kasi before, di ba may urban legend regarding sa nangyari kay Julie Vega when they were doing the Helen Vega story. Diba? Hindi kayo
Parang
nagkaroon
nag-latch on daw may nag-latch on sa kanya.
Oo, parang naging true to life daw yung exorcism. Di ba na-affect siya? Parang gano'n. Yun yung urban legend.
When I did the scenes, actually, funny story. When I did one scene with Kuya To, I was afraid of that. But yung boyfriend ko kasi, he gave me a rosary. I'm not Catholic, but since he is, binigyan niya ako just to put it in my pocket while I'm doing the scenes. And nag-pray din ako before that. Hindi naman nangyari yun. Wala namang masamang nangyari. But there was one scene that I did with Kuya Tom na because I was so into the scene, nung nag-cut na si Direk, Kuya Tom said, Ina, parang may sugat ka. So when I checked it, I didn't even feel it. Meron nga talaga.
Sa tinidor?
Oh, because we used a real fork talaga. And it was here. I have a picture of it pa. So, I guess, tumusok talaga siya. Nangyari talaga siya. So, it was funny. And when that happened, it was really, really funny. Kasi after the whole take, wala, andyan na siya. But I wasn't scared. I didn't feel like I should be scared na because I'm doing that scene, may mangyayari masama or we might be entertaining the idea of the devil to like go inside our soul or something. Pero wala, so far wala naman. And I guess it's because of the energy also of the set. Because it was so light, hindi siya mabigat, kaya parang hindi naman nakaka-attract yung energy ng set namin. So, yun. So far, hindi naman nakaka-attract. We weren't worried about that.
Okay. Si Jasmine and Tom, may ba hindi ka natakot yung sa mga role mo?
Ako, siguro yung more of siguro just making sure I can
Sanay na yan.
represent yung mga madre ng tama, di ba? Kahit na may ibang beliefs tayong gustong sabihin or ikwento sa story natin, kahit pa paano parang yung pagsuot ng uniform or yung mga pins, ganyan. Kahit doon man lang sa mga factual na dapat magawang tama, nandun lang ako. Pero kumbaga sa story-wise or wala naman akong fear masyado na baka may sabihin kaming prayer na will provoke anything. Parang ano na rin, before din kasi I did a film with Miss Nora yung Dementia na ako naman din yung na-possess doon. I was advised to pray before and even if it does, nothing, kahit eksena lang yon, just to, I guess, prevention. You can never be too safe with anything as you don't know what you might invite. Pero ako, I felt secure. Like said, we always pray before the start of the shoot. So, yeah.
I tried to raise that question with Popoy din and with Derek Mark and some of the writers. Kasi they did speak with a lot of exorcists and it does still happen. And in fact, I think even Germany has a program that they get priests from here, and I think even there they still train up to now. Kasi I will be reading yung mga Latin prayers eh. Kaya medyo kinabahan ako nung umpisa na wouldn't this even if you believe in it or not, parang feng shui, parang gano'n na what if, it's like Pascal's wager, what if something follows you home? Especially since may mga ilang kaming sets na nakakatakot. There was one set we had which was the abandoned school that was transformed into a lot of different sets. Na nasunog siya na eskwelahan in 2008. Tapos andun kami hanggang gabi. Yung isa naman naming set was the tuberculosis hospital. Na it's been closed up for a long time and you just feel, kahit happy yung set, you feel something heavy. Pagpasok mo pa lang sa parang may nakasakay na sa likod mo. Kaya doon pala parang kinakabahan na kami lahat na guys, huwag tayo magpagabi dito. So syempre there's fears and I try to, try to counteract it through prayers and kung Maledicto yung name ng movie namin, I try to counteract it with positive and good words and good intention. And even wearing these charms that Carla gave me that are supposed to ward off negative energy.
Lalo na ikaw, susceptible ka pa pala.
Oo, sa Temptation Island. Yeah.
Ay, oo.
So that freaked me out. Can I tell a story?
Oo, di ba?
That was a weird thing that happened.
And we saw you.
We were shooting in Ilocos for Temptation Island. This was back in 2011. Tapos pumunta kami sa museum bahay ni Juan Luna. And we were going through of art, so I was just like talking about his palette painting, mismo palette ni Juan Luna that had oil paints na nag-calcify na nandun. Sabi ko, this is cool. So kinukwento ko kila Sulen, kila Aljur. Tapos bigla, nalihis sila ng konti. Naiwan ako dun sa may hallway. When I walked into this one room, parang maid's quarters daw siya. I lean.
May mirror na malaki.
Yeah, may mirror na luma na may parang hindi naman siya amag pero parang stings.
Oh my God.
When I looked into the room, nakita ko agad yung itsura ko. Siguro natakot, nausugata ako sa mukha ko. Pero pag tingin kong ganun, sabi ko, something weird came over me. Kaya it made me beeline out of that room. Alis ako agad, punta ako kay Sulen. Sabi ko, you know what? I'm fine with this whole house, but do you guys feel anything weird with that one room? I feel so weird and heavy just with that one room. Sabi nila, wala, hindi nila napuntahan eh. Tapos mamaya nag-uusap kami, hindi na ako makapagsalita, nauutal-utal na. Tapos parang...
And you was sweat breaking out.
Yeah, as in big beads of sweat. So sabi ko, pwede bang bumalik lang ako ng van muna?
Yeah.
Medyo nahilo na ako, sabi nila, okay ka na, hindi okay lang ako, iupo ko lang to. Si Alger nagsabi, hindi okay yan, ipa-check nyo. Tapos nagpatawag, I think,
Si
since
Ivy
Ivy Marcos, ata were the ones who
ah,
hosted us into that house.
Parang albularyo.
Nagpatawag siya ng albularyo, nilapitan ako sa loob ng sa loob ng van. It was a surreal experience. Mga daw, he was this close. Ganyan siya kalapit sa akin, ginaganon ako ng dahon, tapos bigla,
Nawala na.
no more sweating. My mind was clear. I was lucid, and I was out of there. As if nothing had happened. Yeah, I was like, what was that?
To think
Yeah, that's a
that was
matter of
even a
minutes.
scary movie.